Hi guys, thank you for tuning in. Tonight, I'm just going to give a quick update with regards to the direct to vendor campaign that I talked about in my previous video. So what I've done so far is I've went through the data, selected two top areas. I did a rough analysis of all the areas within Manchester, and I did that using streetcheck.co.uk, and obviously Google Maps, good old Google Maps, just to see whether or not the areas are, close to the city centre. Um, so I ended up picking two areas from that list anyway, to send my postcards to. And I've done that using Stamp. I firstly had to import the landlord's addresses into an Excel spreadsheet, and a nifty way to actually separate the kind of land HMO. Manchester's HMO register is a bit funny in the sense that a lot of the data is grouped together. So to use Stamp, you have to kind of ungroup that data. Jack actually told me about a nifty trick. Jack, I believe he's the manager. Sorry if I'm wrong, but he told me a nifty trick to separate that. And if you would like to know that, just leave a comment below, and I'll happily share exactly how that is. So anyway, I separated out the landlords' names and their addresses and the postcodes into different columns, and altogether I got 108 addresses. However, 23 of the addresses were not matched to the database, so that's something to bear in mind that you may also come across. And so this has been sent now, and so it's been dispatched. It's going to be dispatched tomorrow. So I'm guessing within about a week's time, just from my previous test campaign, within a week's time it should start arriving at landlords' doorsteps, and the phones should be ringing pretty soon. So yeah, it's quite exciting for my first direct to vendor campaign. I do plan to repeat this campaign within the next 4 to 6 weeks, perhaps the next 6 weeks, just because I do really want to speak to landlords on the phone. But I thought I'd do a D2V campaign first, just to get my confidence up and just to start, speaking to landlords and booking viewings, especially as the areas I have selected are very good for HMOs. So hopefully something does come of this. Altogether, it was £62.21, I believe, for 108 postcards at 48p each. So that's not too bad, considering how effective I believe this will be. So yeah, that's excuse me. That's what I've done so far. They gave me an invoice which I've downloaded and saved. And 2 days ago today, I did also send my first ever message to a lettings agent I found on Gumtree, and he didn't reply. So obviously I'm going to need to send a lot more than one message, but I just thought as a start, send a message, see how it goes. I do want to focus on direct to vendor property deals, to be honest, because there's kind of a lower barrier to entry, if you like. So I'm not going to pass referencing because I'm self-employed. I don't have a year's worth of accounts yet, and yeah, my company is not going to pass referencing. So all of that to consider. So I will be focusing on direct to vendor deals until I can kind of build up my pot of cash, and then perhaps I can offer to pay agents perhaps 3 months in advance or something like that. But yeah, so that's everything so far. Stamp is a really good software. I also did send an example, but I added myself to the mailing list, so I'll be receiving another postcard when the landlords receive theirs as well. So I'll, just know kind of the rough timelines for everything. Again, thank you for watching. If you have any questions or any comments, please leave a comment down below, and I'll be updating you again shortly on the responses received and conversations with landlords and all of that good stuff. Please subscribe, stay tuned. Please visit my website. I'm quite active on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram, so feel free to check me out, and see you in a bit.